level. This is why. Hey guys, so I wanted to talk to you today about something going on in Major League Baseball. We're going to talk about some of the things that a lot of veteran players have said and something that's going on right now in the game and how that applies to the rest of the game as well. Remember, hit that subscribe button. If you really enjoy daily baseball, especially college baseball content about recruiting, development, and news going on in the game. Also, hit the like button on the video. That helps us in the algorithm. And again, if you're looking for help in the recruiting process, scan this QR code right here. We'll meet with you, talk about what we do, and see if it's the right fit for you and the right fit for us. All right. So appreciate you guys. Let me know in the comments what you think about this video as we get right into it. So most of you guys have seen me and heard me talking about Jake Mangum and how well he's done at the big league level right now, hitting 311. He's OPSing right under 700. But again, I've talked to you guys about how important it is to have a guy that has a high batting average in your lineup, right? The only way to drive in a run is to put the ball in play. If you have a bunch of guys with low batting averages and strike out a ton, you're going to have guys that don't drive in a lot of runs. That's just how it works. And so anyway, Jake Mangum's doing a great job. He's very exciting on the base paths, playing good defense. And this is a clip from one of the games over the weekend where he does a great job scoring on a single from first base. And I'll kind of lay out the context of this. But obviously it's a 3-2 count, guys. You can't see that with the banner down here. I'll take that down for you. And 3-2 count, 2 outs. So he's going on the pitcher's move to home plate. And here's the base hit.
And a liner into left, that's going to be in there. Here comes Walden to score. Mangum's going to try to score. And the relay throw, it's high. He got in under there. Head first. Boy,
and so he does a great job. He's busting it 100% all the way. And I think there's a few things we can talk about in this video that needs to be discussed. And it's that the tweet that went along with this video was, man, Jake Mangum's been super exciting. He's done everything and more that has been expected of him as getting called up to the big leagues. And remember, Jake Mangum's old, right? He's like 28 or 29 years old. If you look through his career, he's had a great career in the minor leagues, but he's never been given a shot because he's not the OPS king that all of these, analytics GMs want. He's not the 230, but like 850 OPS guy, right? That guy is going to get 10 chances for every guy like Jake Mangum that's going to OPS around, 750 maybe, especially in AAA now using the big league balls. All the OPSs have jumped up pretty dramatically. But Jake Mangum's going to have to wait around to get a shot. But now all of a sudden, everyone thinks he's this exciting player that, he's crazy on the base paths. The sad thing is that's how most guys were on the base paths about 10 years ago. 10, 15 years ago, everyone ran hard on the base paths. Everyone sprinted down the line for the most part, right? Now you have a bunch of guys that are station to station. There's no baseball IQ, even in the big leagues, guys. Even in the big leagues. Just go watch clips on social media about Major League Baseball right now. The game is in the worst state it's ever been. Center fielder for the Dodgers doesn't know which way to turn on fly balls. He just reads almost every other game. He's still the big league center fielder. Defensive people that have never played shortstop or second base are playing there. People that have never played in the outfield are just getting thrown out there. The product on the field is as bad as it's ever been. Ratings are down. Sometimes you can't even watch games. What's the point of all this? Analytics, it was supposed to be about 5-6 years ago, and maybe even longer. Rob, why can't we're going to have more fun? We're going to make it more exciting. It's not more exciting. And again, so is Jake Mangum the canary in the coal mine of Major League Baseball, right? We know what's going on with the NBA. Nobody's watching the NBA. It's got the lowest ratings in, I think, history. And MLB is headed in that direction, right? I was talking with people this weekend, and everybody's saying the same thing. I can't even watch the game. College baseball, way more exciting to watch. Guys don't strike out 4 times a game. They put the ball in play. They put on hit and runs. The defense makes, not as good as big league defenders, but it's getting it. I'll tell you what, the gap is changing because all I see all day on social media is not just like an error, right? That happens. Not just like a difficult play, error, or whatever. But it's like the most routine of routine plays are not even close to getting made. So I see guys like Jake Mangum, and again, I don't know if he's going to turn out to be a guy who gets to play in the big leagues for the next 4 or 5 years. Maybe he'll fall off and be back in the minor leagues in 4 weeks. I don't know. But what I do see is that Jake Mangum, he's OPSing 696. Most baseball fans now, especially who are like really kind of bought in and almost brainwashed in the analytics stuff, they're gonna look at that and think, man, he's terrible. He's not good. But for some reason, he's getting all this national media attention because he plays the game hard and plays the game the right way, and he has a good approach to the plate. You can say what you want about it. He's got a pretty low walk rate, and I think that's kind of his Achilles heel as a player, especially a guy that doesn't have a lot of power, but it's fine. It just puts more, the bat just has to perform at a higher level when you're not walking at a high rate. But besides the point, there's a reason Jake Mangum is viewed as, man, he's this exciting guy to watch. It's like, man, he runs hard. He runs hard down the bases. He plays good defense. He's got a good approach. He comes up with a runner on third and less than 2 outs, and he finds a way to put the ball in play and get the job done, right? He's an old school baseball player. And the problem in Major League Baseball now is there are almost no old school baseball players, and I mean by style. Right? The guy that knows he comes up with runners on second and third. I'm not trying to hit a home run. I'm trying to hit a ball to the right side. I'm trying to, if the infield's back, I'm trying to hit a ground ball to second base or hopefully in the 4-hole or lift it to right field so I can get the runner from second to third and score the runner from third. The problem is players have been incentivized not only pitcher, like obviously we talked about Verlander and Scherzer talking about how starting pitchers need to be incentivized to go deeper. Right, we need to do something with the DH because the way the game's going, it's just not headed in the right direction. But now players, based on how a lot of players are getting paid, like you're not going up there thinking about, okay, I'm going to roll over here to second base, get the run in, move the runner to third with no outs. You're not incentivized to do that. What you're incentivized to do is swing for the fences every time. And if you hit 30 home runs, you're going to get paid, even if you hit like 220 or 230, 240, which just 15 years ago, I mean, people would have been embarrassed to say that was their batting average. I mean, can you imagine Lance Berkman going up there and hitting 225 and hitting 30 home runs and being happy with it? No. The issue, guys, and I bring up this video for this point, and let's just pull the video back up again, right? Because there's something to be said here. All right, so this is a single into left center. It's not hit terribly hard. It's struck fine. Why is this throw going to second base? Why is the cutoff man throwing this to second base? This is what I'm talking about, where like the baseball knowledge and baseball IQ has totally disappeared from the game. You look at the average batting average in the major leagues across the major leagues is like 230. There's a lot of teams with below 230 batting averages. Why is that? You guys have heard me talk about it. It's because you have a lot of organizations, not all of them. You have a lot of organizations with guys who never stepped in the box at the professional level, let alone the big league level. And if they did, it was like they had a year in rookie ball or they played independent league, which I'm not taking anything away from that. But if you hit 220 in 1 year in professional baseball and then you got released, how much knowledge can you have? Right? And if you're a guy that never played at the professional level, sure, can you help guys with mechanics? Yeah. But in season, mechanical adjustment is the last thing you should be doing. It's the last resort when you're struggling. But if you never played at the high level and competed against guys who got nasty stuff at the highest levels of professional baseball, then how can you help a guy make an adjustment? How can you help him tailor his approach? How can you empathize with him and be like, you know what, man, I've been through the same thing. This is what I did. This is what you got to think. That's the problem. We got a bunch of dudes who never did that. coaching at the highest level of Major League Baseball. I could be wrong, but I don't think there's any NFL wide receiver coaches. I could be wrong, right? Maybe there's one that didn't play at a high level in football, at a high level, or coach for many years to get to that spot, right? The problem is what you see is a guy who never played the professional game, and sometimes not even really college. They go work at like a biomechanic facility, and then all of a sudden they get hired at a professional team in like the in rookie league, and then in 2 years they're coaching in the big leagues. How does that make sense? The problem is my Major League Baseball teams don't want to pay coaches. Those of us who played for 7 or 8 years plus, mostly in AAA. I played in AAA for 5 years. The vast majority of my career was in AAA. You're going to pay me, what, like $50,000 to go spend 7 months a year, sometimes 8, away from my family? Sorry, like I would love to do that, but it's not worth it for me. Now you tell that to a guy who never sniffed playing professional baseball and their dreams to big leagues, they're like, yeah, let's do it. So Major League Baseball's problem is they do not pay coaches in the minor leagues nearly enough for the amount of time that they work and how away from their families they are. And so ultimately what you get are a bunch of people that never played the game coaching. That's the issue. That's the issue. And again, in this part of the game, it's a 3-2 count. You know the guy in first can run as an outfielder, and again, I think he hits the cutoff. You can't really see it in the video, but then the cutoff just throws it to second. Where's the communication? Where's the communication from the catcher who sees the guy slowing down at first? 4-4-4, right? And if you watch closely with Major League Baseball guys, what you will find is this happens every single game. If you know what you're looking at, you watch a Major League game, you're like, what's going on there? Why are they doing that? So let me know what you guys think. Do you think that a player of Jake Mangum's skill set is kind of the canary in the coal mine for the future of the popularity of Major League Baseball? Because the ratings are going down. I can promise you the vast majority of guys that I played with in professional baseball will sit there and they're out of the game now. They'll tell you, I don't know, man, I can't even watch it. That's my opinion. Most of the time, I can't even watch the game. And again, that doesn't mean there's some players who are really killing it and are superstars. But the overall product on the field is terrible. It's terrible. I don't know how many more like routine fly ball reads I have to see get messed up because we're just playing anybody out in the outfield, right? So let me know what you think in the comments, guys.